Hello, 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 hello. I hope you didn't come in and go out. I hope, my people, that you will come in and be with me on this live. I'm your host, Acacia, and tonight, our topic is on the taxi tug war that is happening in Cape Town. And it is not at all nice. I'm not going to beat about the bush and say that it is nice in Cape Town. People are living in fear. People are in terror in many parts of Cape Town. They don't know when the gun shootings will be. They don't know what to expect, who to trust, who to not. Because why? Somewhere, somehow, yes, it has started as a taxi violence, but is it all about the taxi violence, or there is another hidden agenda? People that are pushing their own missions under the taxi violence thing. We need to watch and we need to look at how things are happening, because sometimes it may happen that, yes, even though it has started as a taxi violence thing, but it's no longer about them fighting each other. Some, they are pushing their own mission. Get me right here, my people. I'm not condoning what has been happening. A killing is a killing. And a killer is a criminal. And a criminal deserves to go where? To jail. All right? They deserve to be where? To be in jail. So, my viewers, come, let us talk about this issue. I know it's a sensitive issue. The whole South Africa and the whole world, I believe, who have been watching the videos that are leaking out, that are going out of South Africa concerning these taxi violences. But now, I want us to reason together here and let's check deep into the matter. And let us come with solutions as to how can we stop this whole thing, because it has become a pandemic now. As you are coming in, my people, I need you to share this video to others as well, so that people may understand that I have started the live video concerning this issue. It's a burning issue in Cape Town. And I have got from my own sources that Mr. Mandla Armanis from the Taxi Association on the side of Qatar, who is a secretary, he mentioned that their struggle within the taxi industry is about the routes that they are using, okay? We will know and we will understand that these associations, Qatar and Codeta, they're using different routes, There are sections where they can go, sections where they can't go. This route is mine, that route is yours, and all of that. But now they've got their issues, their own agendas concerning that. And when they started their struggle was that if we do not see eye to eye, if we do not come into agreement, okay, let us stop our transport, okay? Let us sit down. No one must drive taxi anyway, so that we may understand and come into terms that, okay, here we are, we do not understand one another, but starvation is something that we have. So what are we going to do? At the end of the day, they will resolve their own issues. And he has also mentioned that their matter is in court, okay? Is being handled at court. And they are still waiting on the judgment that will come out of the court concerning their what? Their problem within the organization. Now, with all these gun shootings that are happening, he mentioned that there has been a misuse of the social medias where people were being terrified and being sent messages that, you know, this will be happening, that will be happening, and if you're not doing this, we're going to do that, and all of that, you know. Many other voice notes that have been on the social platforms, you know, like WhatsApps and others. So these voice notes, they have created too much fear to people. But this whole thing, at the end of the day, it's gonna boil down into the fact that the blood that has been shed by these whole taxi drivers that were shooting, you know, they're going to answer, because a criminal is a criminal. Hence I said a criminal is a criminal. Now, they're going to face their own dance. All right? They're going to. Trust me. A government has promised that if the taxi association does not come out with a resolution, they're going to step in. Already they are into that, okay? But they are taking it step by step. Everything has got what? A protocol. Hello, people. I see you. Come in, and write your comments there about what is happening. Don't write your name, but just write your comment. But I don't need any vulgar language or whatsoever. I just need you to write the way this pandemic, because it's a pandemic, the way it has affected you and what has happened into your area, okay? But if you don't have anything to comment about, don't say anything, it's fine, just listen. But what I can say to you is, they are also looking at the matter. Fikile Mbalula tried to resolve the issue, but in vain. He failed. He failed to resolve it. But then it does not mean that just because he failed to resolve it, government is not going to is not going to step into the matter and resolve it. Remember, all routes, they belong to who? They belong to government. So now, government is going to deal with the taxi industry relating to the routes that belongs to who? To the government. So, my people, at the end of the day, even though it may seem as if it's gloomy, it's dark, but help is coming and help is on its way. We mustn't lose heart. Yes, it's painful. Yes, people have been, traumatized. I heard today that 2 days ago, if not 1 day ago, there was an Avanza in Samora that it came in front of an Uber that was transporting people to work, and eight men that were having guns. Having what? That were having guns, people, against 3 women that were harmless, that didn't have no gun or whatsoever. Okay? And they were treated in a very, very bad way. They were cursed. They were traumatized beyond. They still need counseling even now. These are the breadwinners of our homes. They have left their kids at home, going to work. We are facing a pandemic, coronavirus. And now this? For what? Question is, why are you killing your brother? Are you not going to need this same person that you are killing today? Are you not killing your own business at the end of the day by killing your brother, your sister, whom is going to work? Just because you are not going to work, does that mean they mustn't go to work? Why? What is the meaning of that? By them sitting at home, not going to work just because you are facing your own struggles that you cannot even resolve, and you don't even know when to resolve them. Now everyone must sit down. Everyone must not do anything. Is that fair? Is that fair? I have never heard any other means of transportation when they are having their own struggle. I have never heard whereby they stop the taxi industry or they shooting any taxis that are on the road. I've never. But why the taxi industry? Why? I do understand it's not all of the taxi owners that are into this. Some of them are not part of this. Because remember, this association is very big. These are 2 associations, by the way. And, people that are coming in one meeting, but at the end of the day, they didn't hear. And they didn't get the point in the same way. So what are you expecting there? This one is saying this and that one is saying this. But at the end of it all, what I am here to say, let us resolve, let us find a common ground. Please, taxi industry, please. Why can't you, within the organization, get these people that are doing these killings, these shootings? Why can't you, within the association, protect your commuters before people die like flies? Because you know one another and you know exactly whom is going to do what at what time and where. Why can't you report what you know that is wrong? It could have been your mother, it could have been your father, it could have been your sister that has been killed. Harmless people that are in the bus. Stones are being thrown into their faces. For what? For what? They are going to work. Must they not use other means of transportation now? Does it make sense that people will be fired? And some, they are already being fired. Some are being cursed by their employees because they don't understand as to why are you not at work. Now these women will always be traumatized for the rest of their lives. They were pleading for their lives to these taxi drivers that had guns. My God, my God. Where are we going as a nation? Where are we going? But nevertheless, yes, Mr. Armanas, he has made his own speech saying that, you know, even though Fikile Mbalula didn't resolve anything, but at the end of the day, as the association, they will have to come to a common ground where they need to compromise and reach a certain agreement within the taxi organization, you know. So when it comes to government, Ayanda, the spokesperson of the Minister of Transport, she said that as government, yes, they have that power whereby they can take their own routes back, okay? Yes, they have that power. The routes that they are fighting about, they belong to the government, all right? And also, another thing that they are looking at doing, it is to close down the ranks. Closing down of ranks so that the taxi industry does not what? Operate at all up until they come to a common ground. And another thing they're going to do, all these killings that has been happening, all right? They have been going to these homes where one of their homes was the home of Mr. James. Mr. James, who lost a 21-year-old daughter. I believe she was shot. She was shot in the taxi when these gunshots were at the beginning stages. So, you know, these things are not nice at all. There are many, many people that has been affected by this whole thing. And people are living in fear, you know? People are living in fear. Even though, I'm telling you, this is heartbreaking. Even though these are our fellow South Africans. These are our fellow South Africans. The taxi drivers, the taxi owners are South Africans like us. Are black people like us. Question is, why do you kill another fellow South African like you, trying to work for their own kids? Why? Now, I am not saying this to all of them because some are good, some are bad, all right? Not all of them must die with the same sword, but I know there is that saying, an injury to one is an injury to all. So I do understand that there are those that want this whole pandemic of these killings to stop, you know, but then they don't know how to resolve this whole issue. But the government, they have promised that a criminal is a criminal and a criminal will be dealt with, okay? A criminal will be dealt with. So, my people, at the end of the day, all these struggles that they have within their association, they had nothing to do with poor people that are striving for for the benefit of their own families, to work for their own families, to bring food in these trying times. I am telling you, help is on its way. At least today, some of the taxis have started to move around, and also some of the buses have started to move around. So South Africans, let us unite. This South Africa that our heroes have fought for, let us not shed the blood of our own fellow South African. Let us reason before we shoot one another. Let us reason before we do the killings. I'm telling you, we need one another. I may be here saying this, if I'm gone tomorrow because of the gun shootings, just know I have told the truth. But my brother, what will you inherit by killing a fellow South African like you? Is this the South Africa that we have fought for over the years? No, no. And let us put the stop into all these killings. We need one another. We need one another. God bless you at home. And listen, this Friday, this Friday, okay, I'll be hosting a Pinky Machol. And Pinky Machola is from Maritzburg. And we will be talking about debt review. And at least this one, it won't be a sensitive topic like this one of today. I understand, my viewers, everyone is scared to say anything, you know, because you do not know what will happen to you, you know. But one of us must stand and say, it's enough. Eli lizwe lalwelwa ngoba womkhulu Nelson Mandela, Rolihlahla, Sobukwe, Chrisani, Oliver Tambo, balilwela kabuhlungu. Let us not shed the blood of our own fellow African. We are all African. We are all Africans. We need one another. In unity we shall stand. Let us not let anyone to divide us, but let us stay united. Amandla ngawethu. Let us not kill our own sisters and brothers. Please, fellow South African. And remember, God is God. And God, when we ask him to come into the matter, he will resolve and heal our land. We need to pray more. We all Christians, we all love the Lord in our own way, praying fervently every day. As we have done, we are able to conquer and overcome. Let's stay united. And be with me again this Friday, as I will be with Pinky Majola. And your host, Acacia, is now loving and leaving you, knowing that tomorrow we won't have long, sad faces, but we will be smiling. And let us be there for one another. These are the trying times. Please, PE, stop this whole violence. It is not on. It isn't cute. Stop it. The Algoa buses were bent. For what? For what? Don't persist doing the wrong thing. please put a stop into all this madness. It's a madness. I love you, and till we meet, I'll be with you. Love you. God bless.